Good afternoon, Stoke Legal. Sue speaking.
Yeah, hi, how are you?
I'm good, thanks. How are you?
All right. Listen, I'm just wondering whether I could speak to somebody, one of the lawyers or solicitors there, please.
Yeah, what type of matter is it?
Oh, look, it's just mainly some questions, and I just wanted to get to know some what I can do about it.
Yeah, but just in a nutshell, is it regarding matrimonial or is it a prosecution matter?
Probably more a business thing.
A business matter. Yeah, that's fine. If I can have your first name, please.
Yeah, that's Pete.
Pete. One moment, please, Pete.
Thank you.
Hello, David Stokes speaking.
Oh, David, how are you?
Yes, good, thanks.
Yeah, it's Peter here. Listen, I'm just wondering if I could just pass a few questions by you just to help me out for a minute. Legal things, of course. Can you define for me a charge of a criminal charge? What's involved in a criminal charge to make it actually a criminal charge? Can you verify anything there for me?
It's got to be an offence under the Criminal Law Consolidation Act.
Yes, fair enough.
So what are you talking about? What particular?
Oh, I'm just wondering how you define a criminal charge.
Well, it's got to be a breach of one of the sections in the Criminal Law Consolidation Act.
Right. Okay. So now the other thing I'm concerned about is what's your definition of a fraud?
Well, fraud can occur in lots of ways.
Yeah.
Well, it's easier if you give me the circumstances, and I'll tell you whether it's fraudulent or not.
Yeah. No, I'm just trying to work out what the legal definition of fraud would be.
Well, fraud can be.
I know what I think it is.
People can commit fraud in all sorts of different circumstances.
Yeah.
So you know, fraud can also be deception.
Yes, that's what I was thinking. Yes.
Persuading people for one reason or the other to part with money.
Yep.
Altering documents, giving false information about values of assets. I mean, it's such a wide area. I don't think there's not a single definition that I can just rattle off.
Yeah.
That's why when people ring us, they normally say, well, this has happened. Is that fraudulent? And I'll say yes or no.
Well, I was thinking deceit. Yeah, it was probably the best way.
Fraud is covered under the Criminal Law Consolidation Act.
Right, yes.
There is an offence of fraud, a criminal fraud, so yes, it can be an offence.
Yeah, that's all right. Okay, and is fraud combined in a criminal charge? Can that be determined that way?
Fraud can be a criminal charge, absolutely.
Yeah, that's what I was
plenty of
thinking.
people have gone to jail because they've committed the offence of fraud.
Yep, which is a criminal offence. Is that how it
works?
Which
can be a criminal offence as well. Fraud can be a criminal offence, and in some cases it might be civil, but often fraud involves criminality, someone doing something wrong that has left someone worse off.
Yes. Yeah, I understand. Okay, well that's good. And what I'm just trying to combine the two because I think that's relevant to what I'm after. I was just wondering what I know you go by. I know you. What's the word? I know you in the court system, or in all the law system. You're using a language called legalese. Is that correct?
No.
No? Oh.
That's not correct. No.
Oh, okay. So you're virtually using plain English, if that's what I'm trying to understand.
Well, it's not always plain English, but where possible, lawyers endeavour to make things as plain and straightforward as possible.
Yeah, I understand. Yes.
But I wouldn't say in a criminal offence is plain English, but it's a question if you're trying to assess whether a statement or or something that has been said that has caused someone to become worse off, whether plain English is the interpretation used, then I suspect that the answer to that is yes. The problem is with your questions is they're not direct, and I'm just finding it very hard to answer the questions because they're sort of so wide-ranging.
I know.
Normally people ring us with a situation, say this is my situation, tell me about what my position might be.
Yeah.
So,
okay, now, well, first of all, I'm just trying to understand legal, as if you like, and the way that it's interpreted to a certain situation that I'm thinking that I might need to find out about. That's all. Okay, so, well, what I'm saying is, in the court situation, this is what I've come across, and I'm just trying to get my head around it. In the court situation, I've been heard that you do use the legalese, as in your language, in the court.
Well, I don't know if it's necessarily legalese. I don't think it's a definition. I don't think legalese is actually an English word.
Right. Okay.
In court, there are procedures, there is manner of presenting things, there's protocols. So courts, the word plaintiff is a word that's used in the court system. It tends not to be used outside. Plaintiff, defendant, statement of claim, declaration in the case of a criminal offence, exhibits, affidavits, they're all words, whether you class those as you say, legalese, or whether they are plain English words that have meaning. But so anyway, So,
what I'm getting at, it would be a legal term, if you like, or a legal. That's why I'm calling it a legal language, or a legalese being a legal term for a legal procedure or whatever, or a word, I guess, that you use in court.
Well, yes.
Does that make sense? I'm just trying to make sense of this.
Well, look, I don't quite know what you're getting at, because again,
I'm just trying to understand.
I'm doing the best I can to give you.
I'm just trying to understand.
What I guess I need to know is there a specific question you'd like to know in terms of a particular matter that is under consideration?
Yes.
Or is this? Am I just sort of?
Well, that's why I'm asking you this is because I've got a strong suspicion that there is a case of fraud, and I'm just trying to determine whether that fraud would be a criminal offence as well. That's what I'm trying to get at.
I can't tell you that without knowing some circumstances.
Okay, fair enough. Yeah. All right. That was a good help anyway. I might ask you though, now copyright law would that be a criminal offence, or is that something else that you describe as a charge?
Well, a breach of copyright can be a criminal offence if you've got some music or DVDs that you've got a machine that's making hundreds or thousands of copies of these things, then that can be an offence under the Copyright Act.
But
that can bring in very significant penalties.
And
I don't know whether that's got to do with fraud.
No, I mean, what I'm saying is, if that's the case, then if it's registered as a copyright item or whatever, or
you don't register a copyright item.
Why don't you register?
You claim copyright because you've created an artistic work.
Yeah. It doesn't go into the system at all as being a registered copyright?
No, you don't register copyright. You register trademarks, but not copyright.
Trademarks.
Okay. Copyright.
Yes, got you now.
You don't register. If you write a book, you don't go and register the book and say, I claim copyright in that book. You've got copyright in it because you've written it. You can prove that you've written the book. You claim copyright in it. That's why you...
Okay, yeah. So, well, that would mean, anything that's created by you, I guess, with your hand or whatever, would be a copyright material.
Yep.
Oh, okay. Yep. And then,
all right. Okay. Well, look, I think I've answered a few of your questions. So if you do need to know any further advice, you'd need to make an appointment to come in and see us.
Sure.
All right?
No, thanks very much for your time. Brilliant.
Okay.
Thank you.
No problem. Thank you.
Bye-bye.
Yep, bye.